Hi, my name is Angel Vega. This is a microphone, right? Yeah, this is gonna be my first video or first tutorial that I'll be talking about microphones. I thought it was a pretty basic topic to talk about first. Definitely to talk about, there's different kinds of mics. There's so many kinds of mics that we have in the industry. But there's two basic types of mics that we're going to talk about today. First, we're going to talk about dynamic mics, and then second, we're going to talk about condenser mics. Okay, there's other types of mics that we have, but at the same time, we're not going to really talk about them because, it could get very technical, but there's plenty of types of mics that you can use for whatever the purpose. It all depends on the purpose that you're using the microphone for. So let's first talk about dynamic mics. Dynamic mics is pretty much this one right here. This mic, it's a Shure mic. That's the brand. You can read it right there. This is a mic that I used for drums. This particular one is set up for drums. I pretty much bought a drum set, microphone for drums, and this is one of the mics I got in there. This is called a dynamic mic. What is it called? Why is it called a dynamic mic? Okay, dynamic mics are pretty much the basic standard mic that you will get at pretty much anywhere. You can get it for any mic that you're using. It's going to be pretty much a dynamic mic. They're used for live purposes, live events, concerts, church. They're used pretty much for whenever you need a mic for. This is pretty much the type of mic that you'll be using, a dynamic mic. Not this one necessarily, because this is for drums. But of course, if I want to use it to talk, it will register what I'm saying because it's just a mic. It's just the way it was designed. It was designed for toms in a drum kit. So dynamic mics are very important to know about, because that's pretty much, if you're a singer or if you work or you sing in a worship group at a church, local church, or if you're in a band. Pretty much, if you go to a concert, live event, when you're out there performing, this is the type of mic, dynamic mic that you're going to be using. They're called dynamic mics because they don't require any phantom power, which condenser mics do require phantom power. They're pretty much simple, straight to the point, and they just work for what they're supposed to do. They receive your signal forward, right in the front, right here. Dynamic mics won't receive anything on the back, and depend on the patterns as well, because there's a lot of patterns that mics have. But we're not gonna get into that because this could become a very long video just talking about different patterns. They're called polo patterns that we can talk about and how that works in a mic, because there's all kinds of patterns that you can have. Usually dynamic mics are cardioid patterns, and basically what it does is that it's telling you that mic picks up in the front. That's what a cardioid pattern is. It picks up right here in the front, not over here, not on the side, in the front. So I also wanted to talk about, that's pretty much what a dynamic mic is. Simple, to the point. It just you can connect it to the console. You can connect it to whatever you're using, pretty much a console, and it's ready to go. That's it. It's good to go, and you can start singing to it, and everything is good. I want to talk about different techniques for using mics as well. So that's something I'm going to discuss later. Now I want to talk about condenser mics. Okay, this is the condenser mic right here. It looks a little bit different, and the reason these are called condenser mics is because they require phantom power. Phantom power is a different type of power that a console will provide, so this mic can work. So it's not like I can just plug this into the console and it will work right away. No, it requires a phantom power, because these mics are more sensitive. They pick up a lot more, and you will not really use this type of mics at a live event. The only way you will see a condenser mic if it's a choir, or if you have a big group of people that are singing, or in the drums. The drums can use condenser mics, usually on the overheads. That pretty much where all the cymbals are. Those mics up top are condenser mics. So you won't see these unless you go to the studio. Recording studio will use this because recording studios have a room ready and prepared for this kind of mics. Because if you use this, the thing is that if you use a condenser mic in a live event, it's gonna pick up everything. So it's gonna pick up the band all around you, it's gonna pick up music all around you, the people singing and the audience. So that's why these mics are purposely made for recordings, for professional recordings, and they're made to pick up everything. I mean, you can use them for whatever. A microphone is a microphone, but the purpose of them is to record professionally in a studio, in a room prepared so they can block out audio from the outside, and you can pretty much record what you need in a condenser mic. So that's that. Now, I wanted to talk about techniques for singing and when you're using a microphone. And that's one of the last topics I want to talk about. When you're using a microphone, when you're singing, as an audio guy or sound guy, one of the main things that I see a lot is when singers are using their dynamic mics, which are the ones they use for live event, like we were talking earlier in the video. You want to sing straight to the mic. You don't want to sing to the side. You don't want to sing over here, or you don't want to sing like this. You know, you want to sing straight to the mic. There's a lot of techniques for the mic. As time goes by, you will learn how to use the mic, and you will learn how to stay away from it when you're going higher notes or you're gonna sing a little bit louder, depending of what part of the song you are. That's when you start, moving forward, backwards and forward. And those are different techniques that you can use. But always you want to have it right in front of you. Also, if you have a mic, you don't want to be doing this, like going down and just having it like this and moving it all left and right. You don't want to do that. That causes a lot of problems for the sound guy and the audio tech people, especially when they're doing a concert or they're doing a live service at church. So I know you have heard about the terminology feedback or that word before. It creates a lot of problems because there's a lot of sound going on, a lot of equipment going on, and what it does is sound clashes against each other, and that's what can create feedback. And I don't want to get too much into that because the video can become very long. So basic techniques are you always keep the mic right in front of you, and you should be set. Later on you will learn other things and you move forward from that. So this is my first video about two types of mics, dynamic and condenser mics. We spoke about it, and always to use the dynamic mics when you're as a singer. When you use your mic, have it right in front of you, and definitely sing right to it. Don't sing to the left, to the right, because they won't pick up around here. They'll pick up right in the front. All right, and also one last tip. Don't go like this on the mics. If you want to know if it works or not, speak to it, or you can also scratch it. That's another good way of doing it. If the sound guy is just trying to get signal in the mic, and if don't go, does it work? Let me see. Boom, 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 boom. You don't want to do that. It's not good, and also doesn't sound very professional. So anyways, that's one last minute tip. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. There's going to be a link here for my Facebook page. Hit a like if you haven't. Support us at Anointed Studios. We're going to keep doing videos like this. Thank you so much for your time. God bless you, and thank you for watching.